Alright, hi my loves, welcome back to another video. If you're new, welcome. My name is Destiny and this is the Blessed Life with the Johnsons. So I know I normally don't do this and I normally feed off of camera, but I just wanted to kind of come on here today and I don't know, have a little talks with Destiny, or something. Maybe we can find something to name this little segment, but I wanted to kind of just try something new and see how you guys like it, kind of get some input on some topics that maybe I can talk about and stuff. But today I just wanted to kind of do it all about breastfeeding and maybe like give you guys some encouragement, maybe some reasons why I chose to breastfeed, and maybe some things that helped me and some tips that that maybe I could help either a new mom with breastfeeding, a returning mom with breastfeeding, or just honestly just help anybody with some encouragement with breastfeeding, because y'all, I know it can be a struggle. First and foremost, I was just kind of making a list in my head on some tips that I could give you guys. So I'll probably go ahead and just start with maybe reasons why. I was going to start with tips, but maybe I'll just go ahead and start with reasons why I chose to breastfeed myself. So this here is Jackson, and he is actually my third baby, and I have nursed all three of my babies. Now, each one I'm praying goes for longer than the one before. So Harmony only nursed for, I would say, about the first 5.5, 6 months of her life. I started working with her whenever she was about that age. And with Harmony, honestly, my milk supply was already just a struggle. At that time, I didn't know really much about breastfeeding. So all I knew was that I had to feed my kid. With her, it was such a struggle, you guys. Jackson, I can nurse frontward, where he's laying across me each time, laying across this way on both sides. Now with Harmony, y'all, I want to say it was my right side, I had a football hold her, which is where she's laying this way nursing and her head is up here, obviously, and that's how she was able to latch. Now on my left side, I was able to latch her normally. So yeah, I just had to figure out her latch. And then, like I said, my milk supply was just a struggle with her. So once I started working, I was pumping obviously as I could because I was working at a fast food restaurant. So I really just had the time on my break to pump. So if you guys notice, if you guys notice that he don't nurse long during this video, it's because he already nursed, but he nursed while we were in the car. So I usually just like to try to get back home and nurse him again, so that way he can fully eat and get what he needs. So anyways, back to what I was saying. So while I was working with her, my milk supply just kind of started dwindling, and before long, there was nothing there for her. Whenever I would come home and offer it to her, it was just hours of screaming and crying from both of us. So we actually put her on Enfamil, the Gentle Ease. That worked wonders for her. And so, yeah, now with Josiah, his was a breeze, kind of. It went really easy. But the reasons why I chose to breastfeed, obviously, are one, it's free. You don't have to worry about, are you going to have money to buy the next can of milk? You don't have to worry about going and getting on WIC just so you can make sure you have money for milk. It is completely free. You don't have much to worry about. Second, I love the bond that it gave me and my kids. Now, I will say it does make them very obsessed with women's chest area, your chest area more specifically. So that's kind of the con to it. But yeah, really those are the main things that I really just enjoyed from the first round of breastfeeding. And then those are really just the main reasons why I have enjoyed breastfeeding. You can do it however, whenever. You don't have to worry about mixing bottles. Just plop your boob out. It makes your life so much easier. Now on to the tips. My top 5 tips would be, one, push through. In the very beginning, it's gonna hurt. Your nipples are gonna be sore. They're gonna be chapped. They're gonna be, yes. The cream that they have, lanolin, I can't say it, but I definitely recommend stocking up on that. Now, if you're an all-natural person, I can get some recommendations from my sister on what you can use. But I just used the one that Walmart sells, the one I got from the hospital. With Jackson, I will say I kind of noticed the more kids that I had, the less amount of time my nipples stayed raw. Because like with him, I made it through with just the cream that the hospital gave me. I really didn't have to go out and buy any. I just made it through with the little tube that they gave me. Push through was number one. Number two, honestly, I would say number two is don't be afraid. They have to eat just like everybody else has to eat. So if you're at a restaurant and your baby is fussing because you know that they're hungry, take that baby out and nurse. Or if you wear the nursing shirts and your baby's still in the car seat, plop that boob out and plop and nurse. Like, you can cover up. That's what I do. I normally just take Jackson out and I'll nurse him that way. Don't eat my necklace, honey. And I'll nurse him that way. Like, at first I was trying to be real conservative and stuff, like, you know. And also, don't feel pressured to have to go into a designated area for, like, breastfeeding moms. Like, yeah, it's courteous, I guess you could say, and I'm so glad that places do offer it. But sometimes a new mom's already under pressure, like, especially if it's at church, a new mom's already under pressure, like, you know, because her baby's in there crying. Nobody wants to have to stand up with a screaming baby and walk out of there when we already know what the problem is. So if you have to, don't be afraid to just sit there and nurse your baby. If you get looks, what you looking at? That's exactly what I used to do, guys. Or I would honestly say to figure out your own baby. Because I can sit here and give you tips on how long you have to feed your baby, how you should feed your baby, when you should feed your baby. As long as your baby is eating majority, I would say more than 6 times a day, you should be good. As long as your baby's eating 12 hours out of the day, you should be good, guys. Some doctors will tell you not, like whenever they're newborns, not to let them go past a certain amount of time. But once they're like 3 months, guys, it's okay to let your baby sleep so that way you can get some sleep. If your baby's sleeping through the night, let him sleep. Wake your baby up at 7 in the morning if you have to. But if your baby is sleeping through the night, let them sleep as long as they're past 3 months. That's information. Sorry, I had to think of what I was trying to say. That's information that his doctor actually told me, because I told him, like, at that point I was waking Jackson up, making sure he was eating every 2 hours, even at nighttime. So he was like, no, if he's sleeping, let him sleep. Like, it's okay. 5, take care of yourself, mama. Breastfeeding, it takes a lot, and it's draining, and sometimes you just want to cry, and sometimes they're gonna be fussy and they're just gonna cry, and you're gonna not know what to do, guys. If you have to, lay baby down, let baby cry for a little bit, walk away and calm yourself down. This one has been my baby that has taught me that, you guys, because there's times where not even nursing him calms him down. Sometimes I literally just have to lay him down and walk away. Obviously, make sure they're secure and in a safe spot and all of that. But take care of yourself, mama. Take hot baths at night. The more consistent you are, the more consistent they will be. Like, this honey is actually up a little bit past his bedtime, so I know once we finish this video, he's gonna go to sleep. But he's usually in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. The latest we can get him to bed is 9:30, because if he's to bed any later than that, he is the fussiest thing. My last tip would be to find ways, like, for your own body to keep your milk supply good. I honestly had seen the whole thing about body armor, but then I seen where I know where body armor can be bad because it's a sugar-filled drink, like, you know, but it kind of does help with your milk supply. I have found, well, my sister showed me this Booby Bite recipe that helped with my milk supply. I would just try to stick with as much natural stuff as you can to help with your milk supply as possible. You don't want to try to like start taking supplements and stuff, because sometimes those supplements can have added ingredients that lo and behold can actually decrease your milk supply. And then also, the better your diet is, kind of the better their diet will be, and kind of the more milk that you have. You guys, my diet isn't the best, but my milk supply is kind of good. And also, I highly recommend on-demand, because that's just on-demand feeding. That's basically anytime you notice your baby fussing or seeming like they're hungry, you offer it to them. That honestly is going to be the best way to get your supply up. Kind of the quickest, because nobody can tell your body how much milk you actually truly need besides this baby sucking on you. So that's definitely one thing that I recommend. And I do actually have a friend that she's breastfeeding. Her baby actually isn't able to latch, but y'all, she pumps. And y'all, she's the girl that gets bottles full of milk. Like, their refrigerator is so full. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. So if you guys found this video helpful, and if you guys have any tips that you would love to share with our viewers here, our little family here, definitely don't be afraid to comment them down below. And I hope this video was helpful to you, you new mama. Welcome to the Mommy Club. It's a ride, but it's wonderful. So yeah, we just hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Can you wave? Say bye-bye.